thanks for coming to watch this video today. I'm really excited to bring you another video. This one a little bit more fun and relaxed. This one is about my favorite pens, and I wanted to give you a few swatches and also talk a little bit about handwriting. I have a ton of pens sitting in a box, but these are the ones that I always go to, and so if you're interested, I'll show you a couple swatches and how they write. That's basically what we're going to talk about today. So we have a whole range of different types of pens here, from the Sharpie to the highlighters to the colored pens to ballpoint pens. So the first one I am going to talk about is my main go-to pen, the Sharpie pen Fine Tip. This pen I have been using for as long as I can remember, and as much as I try to use a different pen, there's just no way that I'm going to be able to ever probably use a different type of pen. So this one is the Sharpie pen Fine Tip, and I do find that this one in the stick form is the best one for me. I've tried the click one, I've tried the one with the thicker one with the cap. It does seem to write a little bit differently. So as you can see, this is the pen that I always write with, my go-to pen. It doesn't bleed through, really nice paper, and I absolutely love this pen. The first pen that I have for you is the Sharpie pen in the Fine Tip. Okay, so that's that one. And again, it's not meant to show through. I have 28-pound paper here, so it does help. And I really do like the way that this guy writes. Okay, so next I just want to talk about a few of my favorite highlighters. I love highlighters, but when I saw these muted colors, I fell in love with them. So these are called Mild Liner, and they are by Zebra. So that is the brand. You can find these on Amazon and in packs. So these ones right here are the more muted colors. Like I said, I like that they're not very bright, and I'll show you what they look like on paper. So again, there's the Sharpie Fine Tip pen. So the one thing that I also like about these mild liners is there is a bold side. So here's the bold side, and they're a lot more vibrant in person. And then here they have a thinner side right here. So you can use either or, and I do use either or very often. My favorite one will have to be the gray one. I use this all the time, and I'm sure that I'm gonna have to re-up on this one very soon. They do sell it individually on Amazon, so I'm not too worried about that. But those are the mild liner highlighters. And then we're going to get into some colored pens. So these colored pens actually came in a pack. They're by Erin Condren. Here's the pack. They're called Live Life in Color Rollerball Pens 0.5. So I really like these. I pulled out these two colors because these are what I was using recently, but she does have other beautiful colors. I will say only one complaint is that a couple of the pens that I received were a little bit dry, so it was really hard to get the color out of them, but once I was able to get the color out of them, I really ended up liking them. Let me show you a couple of swatches. So here are all the colors, and you get a really good selection. I do also like that they say things on them. They have little words at the very top of the cap, so that is really fun. So you might be able to see on some of these how the pigmentation is, I should say, and how they actually write when you first get them out, because I haven't used a lot of these in quite a while. They do tend to skip just a little bit, but like I said, that doesn't really bother me too much because most of them do work really, really well. So this blue one right here works really well, which is why I have that over with me at all times. See, the black one just doesn't want to work for me at all. And like I said, that is another complaint from me. I wish that they were more consistent, because I feel like these would be one of my favorite pens had they have been more consistent. And I am in love with this purple color. I wish that it wrote a little bit better. So I do like the colors on them. I think that they are beautiful physically. I do wish that they were that they wouldn't skip so much, or that some of them weren't dried out. But like I said, for my purposes, I like to use the blue one at all times, and I also like to use this turquoise one. So I keep those two with me, and the other ones I use once in a while, but they are all very beautiful. I also like this one here, and I think that they add a little bit more fun to your notes or your planner. So So I have another Erin Condren product for you. These are a little bit older. I know that she now has some new markers that just came out, but these are from her older line maybe a year ago or so, and I'm hoping to pick up some new ones because I do love the way that these write. I really love how fun these colors are, and I love how they write, like I said. So these are definitely some great markers to look into, and I know that she has some new ones. So those might be a great option as well. So next I just have a few ballpoint pens. I don't use ballpoint pens very often, but I do use it for desk notes and things like that. Not so much in my planner, but if I'm just writing some notes on my desk, I do love to pull these guys out. So this is more of a gel pen, and this is, looks like TUL. I'm not too sure how to pronounce this, but I did pick this up at Office Depot because I've seen a couple people posting about them and I wanted to give them a try. I liked that this one came in a white and then it also came in like a rose gold, so I picked up those two. This one here is more of a gel consistency but still a ballpoint pen. I like that it's a combination of the two. So this one is really, really smooth and I think that it's a good addition to your pen collection. This is also a ballpoint pen. This one is from Target. I love how it's stylish. I just think that it's really cute. It's by U Brands. And you, like I said, you could pick this up at Target. It's really heavy. They have felt ones as well, but I do like the heaviness of this guy, and I do like that it's ballpoint. That's kind of how it writes there. It's just a regular old ballpoint pen, but like I said, it's really pretty and looks great with your planner. Last but not least, I love the pen that we included in the January Planner Addict box just because it's really cute to just sit on your desk or put in your planner, and I like to just jot down really quick notes with this guy, and it's just a ballpoint pen. I can still see the difference between these two. This one's really, really smooth and it helps out with my cursive, so I do love this gemstone ballpoint pen. So there you have it. Those are my favorite pens, my favorite highlighters, and my favorite colored pens, ballpoint pens, and of course my Sharpie pen. As you can see, I have two right here. I always have one in my desk, in my purse, on my planner, and I just carry them around everywhere. So I hope that that was interesting to you. Now, I really don't have a lot of handwriting tips. As far as calligraphy goes, I don't do any calligraphy, but I have heard of a couple of tips that can help with your handwriting if you don't like your handwriting. My handwriting seems to be a good mix of cursive and then traditional, so I like to connect my letters, as you can see here, and I really just kind of go along with it. I don't know where this happened, where I just started writing in half cursive and half not cursive, but for some reason it works for me and I understand it. It's just kind of what I'm used to. So I will tell you that the #1 tip that I have is to just practice. Just practice your penmanship if you're writing all the time. I know that when I was in school and in college, I was writing all of the time, so it was helping to perfect my penmanship. But the other thing that I learned was to get some type of paper that had lines in it. You can get a paper that has lines, or this one, for example, is graph paper, and all you're going to do is just practice touching the top to the bottom of the line, just like this. Try to keep them evenly spaced, and also try to get the same consistency. So if you were to do this a couple of times every day, eventually you would get better and better at doing it, and that's supposed to help with your penmanship, to make it more legible and to get it the way that you want it to go. I will give you those 2 tips, which is just to practice these loops here and getting them from top to bottom and even, and then also practicing your letters to see how you want them to be written. And just doing that in your planner once in a while. So that's all the tips that I have for you. Hope that you enjoyed this video on my favorite pens and the swatches, and you try some of them out if you're interested. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Happy planning!